It's the Buckle Kings Premier League podcast covering week 33.
Yep.
Welcome back, Paulie.
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Paul.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Thanks, guys.
Is it week 33 wrap-up?
Yeah, it's week 33 wrap-up.
And it's his 31st birthday. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Whoa.
What a coincidence.
That's it. Just like you, Paul.
Thanks, Sudan.
Let's get into it.
Straight into it. First game.
Let's wrap it up. Wolves v United.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's happened
What's
to all
happening?
those United supporters out there?
Give Ollie the full-time
Yeah.
job.
As soon as he
They've
gets
gone
the job,
quiet.
Yeah.
it all falls apart.
It's fallen apart.
And all those United supporters go crawling back under the rock that they slightly came out of for a
Mhm.
little
Pull their
bit
blue jerseys out again.
to fill that blue stadium. I'll try to help anyway. So what do you guys think of this game? I thought United were all over the place. They did have their chances early on. Lukaku should have
I think
finished on some of the chances that he did get. And as you see in the Premier League, if you
Classic.
don't take your chances, you pay for it.
That's
Yep.
Lukaku like all over. Like he does that every single game. He has chances, he doesn't put them away, and this time it cost the team.
Always costs the team.
Yeah.
It's
I think
like...
United played better the first half, but then in the second half, Wolves definitely played better. And probably
They played better,
deserved
but it also was helped with United not playing well. You saw Fred's miss, or not miss, but his fuck up.
Yeah.
Like that first touch. What is happening with that first touch?
It's
Like you're right in front of the box. You're receiving the ball from the keeper. Oh, that was horrible. And then even after that, there were a few instances where it's just like lazy to get onto the ball. Just so slow. I don't think is like up to Premier League standards.
What's his first season, yeah?
Well, it's
Yeah, it
funny. I
is.
was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching like the pundits talk about that pass,
Yeah.
and like De Gea passes to him short, and then Fred gets the ball and has like no one to pass to, so he passes back to De Gea. And then De Gea has the ball again,
And, it passes
and
back
it's
to
like he
firmer.
passes it straight back to Fred,
Yeah.
and like Fred's got like no one near him, and he's just got like 3 Wolves players around him. So it's like it's kind of like De Gea's fault as well. Like he should
Yeah.
read the situation and get rid of the ball,
Exactly.
but still Fred should do better.
Yeah, it's that touch. Like he did have United players around him. To his right was Smalling, and to his left, okay, Evans maybe not in that good of a position, but like he could have passed it to Smalling, and he was further away from the goals. That probably would have been his better option instead of doing that touch that he did do.
That's twice now that Wolves have beaten them back-to-back.
Yeah, it is. In the FA Cup was the other one.
knocked them out
Oh yeah.
and
And
beat
then
them in the Premier League.
you had Ashley Young. Oh man, this guy is way past it, man.
But he's not even a right-back.
Is even
That's
even
true.
so,
He's not a
like-
right back.
But like he's been playing there for years now.
Yeah.
So I guess he's a right-back.
Same with Valencia,
but
though.
would you say he's a winger?
Yeah. Same
Well,
with
that's where he
Valencia,
started off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like in today's game, the way wingers
No,
play now,
definitely
he's not
not.
a winger
Nah,
anymore.
he's
Yeah,
not.
that's true.
All the people who played wing like him
Yeah.
now play as like a fullback.
Yeah, they're like wing
Or a
backs
wing
now.
back.
Yeah.
Like so,
That's the
he's
proper
in the
term for
right
him now.
position, I reckon.
But
Yeah, true.
like that
Good point.
challenge, it's pretty amateurish of him. Someone that's had so much experience in the Premier League to do a challenge like that. Like, yeah, okay, you've got a yellow card. Yeah, okay, the pass wasn't as good,
Yeah, it's a hospital ball.
but you're in the middle of the pitch.
You got to be smart about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was one of those
You run
things
the
though,
risk.
where like if he lets it go because he's not going to win the ball, that guy's like got an empty half a field ahead of him.
Yeah, true.
So it's kind of one of those. It's in the middle of the field, so it seems like it's unnecessary, but
But the thing is, like, he does it more often than not. He gets sent off quite a lot for United, which is
and
good.
it's for
I
silly
like it.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
silly stuff.
It's for silly stuff.
How old
and
is he? He's in his
it's
30s
always
now,
in
isn't
the
he?
middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
It's not. Sometimes it's
He's-
in his
he's too
defense's
keen.
half. Yeah, it's like he's still young.
wow, bad joke.
Nice.
There was
That was good.
there was a leak the other day that said De Gea, Pogba, Alexis Sanchez, they all want to leave. Lukaku.
I thought it was Pogba and De Gea wanted to leave cause of
–
Sanchez.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I saw as
Oh,
well.
is it?
Yeah.
Am I missing?
What do you mean
Because
because
They had
of
a
him?
bust up
Because
with
of his
him in the
contract?
locker room.
Because they see Sanchez getting paid so much money
Yeah,
and he doesn't get
He
picked.
doesn't get it
That's why they want that type of money.
and they can't.
exactly because he's got his own image rights and everything.
Yeah.
It's not just like the
So I
salary he's
think-
getting.
I think
Is
they
everything
have a
with it?
real dilemma on their hands come the summer transfer window. They'll have to get rid of Alexis Sanchez. They have to.
But no one's going to take on the
who's gonna
salary.
match
though.
it?
They
I know.
have to lose that money.
The same thing with
Otherwise-
Arsenal. No one's going to match
He
Otherwise,
won't
that.
you're
go.
gonna, otherwise, you're going to lose a player like
He won't go.
David De Gea. Like,
Sanchez won't go
No, they
though.
just pay him that amount. They have no choice.
Yeah, it's the
No
other
one's gonna
way. If
take
anything,
on like Sanchez's money, man. No one freaking.
that's the
a
thing.
lot of
Sanchez
money.
will be like, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Exactly. I got my own image.
Like you
rights,
can't
got
just go to a
250K.
player. You're leaving. He does have a say,
mm,
so they'll have to match.
It depends.
Why?
If a team gets him for $20 million cheaper, then that's enough to pay his wages.
Yeah, that's true.
That sort of thing
That could
can
happen. That could happen. Yeah.
So they can do sort of weird deals like that.
Yeah, that's true. They could do something like that, but it's still they're going to lose out basically,
Yeah.
either by paying too
But
much
you
for
know,
the others
Even
or
if they
cutting
loan
their
him,
thing.
even if they loan him away, just to get him away from the training
yeah,
environment.
exactly.
If he's like,
yeah, that's their other
not
option.
Out of sight, out of mind, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
that's
like-
their
Yeah,
other
true,
option.
true.
they
Or
can
their
still
other
pay
option
for it,
is to piss him off and keep playing him in the youth
And push him
competition.
out.
Yeah.
It's crazy how his form has just dropped out of nowhere.
I know they're blaming it on Mourinho, but now Ole's doing the same thing, even with that freaking.
You know what it is? He's too busy playing the piano. That's why.
He's playing with his dog.
So yeah,
Yeah. So what do we think with United in the position and the predicament that they're in? Like they've just
they have a
signed.
chance.
They've just signed Ollie. They don't have great fixtures coming up. Pretty tough ones.
they got a tough
Yeah.
run.
I'm
out of
surprised they gave
all
him
teams.
the full time job. I thought they'd give it at the
Yeah.
end of the season.
Well, the owner Ed Woodward is scratching the back of his head and is thinking, "Well, what have I done?" He'll be doing that after this Barcelona game as well, because he'll be thinking, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
maybe this wasn't a great idea after all."
Because he had a chance to sign like Pochettino, but then he screwed it over by signing Ole. And
Well, he
now
didn't
they-
have to. He could have waited. He could have waited till the end of the season and
Exactly.
done this.
Unless Ole gave him like ultimatums, like sign me now.
He's
or
in
I'm
no
not-
position to give an ultimatum. This is
Yeah,
a
well-
favor for him.
Yeah,
really.
it's weird. Like
This
this
is
came out of
this-
nowhere. It's like no one said anything. It's like there you go, you have the job now.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? There
It's
was no
very
pressure,
strange.
nothing.
Very strange.
They announced it during the international break because it's like it's either then or the end of the season because
Exactly.
any
end of the
time in
season.
between it'll just disrupt their Champions League prep, their game prep,
The
for
running.
Premier League. So it's like they either had to announce it then or hold off.
I reckon hold
So-
on.
Yeah,
you should
I'd say hold
But
off.
announcing it, they kind of
Very
screwed
odd.
themselves over.
Just see how the season ends. Like after the manager bounce, see how they ride it out. See if he doesn't make any
They just
changes.
rode that wave of hype way too soon. Like
I think
every-
they must have. I think for them to make that decision, they've approached the managers they were considering and didn't get favorable responses. So they're like, why sit on
Yeah,
it?
but then you assess that during the off season because there are so many managers that are reassessing and reevaluating where they stand, and that's when you actually put in an offer. Like if you were to do it when they did do it, United, everyone outside of the club or that is associated with the club can see it. Like they're like everyone's like, yeah, okay. They're riding a honeymoon period. This run isn't going to last forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone could see it except for United. And this is what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like he was sucked
It's like they're
into
trying to cling.
riding
They're trying
that-
to cling on to that past glory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like Ollie
It's
was
like
part
it
of
happened
that
before.
that
It can happen.
Ferguson time. So it's like he's kind of brought that back in that
Yeah.
first 10
It's
games.
like Ferguson
He's
2.0.
gonna make it work. He's gonna make it work. He's gonna. But then they forget those first 10 games. They were all easy games.
Exactly.
They were all simple games. They were
Yeah.
against the bottom half.
Hmm.
You know, yes, they got across the line against PSG. You know, the ref helped them out a bit there, but I think like there was no need to go in straight. I'm glad they did.
That's
but
a good point. I think that is what.
the PSG.
Yeah, the PSG.
of course that helped.
because
But
that game was
they were
so
getting
lucky.
hammered.
Yeah,
But they were getting hammered that game. Penalty, no penalty. You don't know. I would have waited. Ollie's going nowhere basically. Why?
Exactly.
Why
it's not
need
like he's
to?
gonna go like.
yeah. It's not like another club's going to
Madrid.
come up to him and go,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, we want to sign you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
I guess it kind of gives them a bit more of a lift. Look, we've got you permanently now. Give it your all. But he was gonna do his, his best regardless.
And with
They didn't
United,
need
they always
to.
give their managers like a couple of seasons. You reckon they'll give Ole like a couple of seasons?
You got
before?
before they sack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
Because
the
that
old
thing
boys.
is whole thing is like they won't sack him like mid-season. They won't like give you.
Well,
like, one
he's got a
season.
connection to the club, so I
exactly.
don't think
So it's gonna be like
he'll
another
be,
3 years.
yeah,
of
I don't
this.
think he'll be treated.
The thing
the same
is-
Depends
way.
how they go.
But equally, he's not going to mistreat the club.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
no,
Yeah, but
definitely not.
Yeah.
so someone like Mourinho, like he doesnn't give a crap
No, he
about
doesn't give a
Man
rat's
He doesn't
United.
give a
He
crap
only
about
cares-
anyone but
he only
himself.
cares
But
about
United
himself.
doesn't care about the managers either. It's like if you're not going to give them results,
No, but
they'll
with
sack
Oli,
you.
with Oli, they do.
He's saying that he.
With Oli, they care about him and he cares about them. It's not like
No,
the
if you don't get the results, you're out the door. Like if you next
yeah,
season, if he
yeah,
loses,
of course.
the
But
first
like
7 games, I
what
reckon
Paul is
he's
saying
out.
is,
He'll walk, maybe.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
There's
he'll walk.
potential
Because
of
of the
him
respect each
actually
way.
saying, I'm not doing a good job for this club anymore. I think I should leave.
Well, they'll tell
They'll
him.
have that conversation. They're like,
Yeah, we're going to sack you. Get
we're,
out.
we're assessing our
Yeah.
options. You're not doing too well. And he'll be like, that's fine. I'll like, as soon as you find someone better, I'll like leave. He'll probably say that.
Yeah, exactly.
that's true.
Exactly.
That's a
I'll
good
do
point.
Like, I don't
I'll
think
do
he's that
whatever I
type of
can to
person
help you guys
to
get
like.
to what you
Because I
want.
love
throw it
this
out
club
and
gunner.
say,
But
Yeah,
that's gonna
exactly.
screw
You're
him
gonna have to
over.
sack
Like who's
me.
gonna sign for like United like at the start of the season, like when like literally 10 games in?
Who? What?
Like is any manager gonna sign for United? Like
Of course.
no,
Well, it depends. Klopp
Like-
came midway.
midway though, not at the start of the
Like,
season.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It
matter. Like,
10
somewhere.
games midway. You're still not starting from
It depends
the
like
very
what
start.
club they're coming from
Yeah.
to
Or-
make that
Exactly.
decision.
It's probably like could be
every
someone
club's
that
now.
doesn't have a club. You know, they're on a break or whatever.
Yeah, there's always
Pulling
a
on
chance.
break.
Anyway, we'll move on to
Yeah.
the next game.
Why are we talking about United so much, boys? They don't
'Cause
deserve
it's
this
fun
much
to, like,
attention.
make fun of United.
Next game was Watford versus Fulham. Well, we all knew what was going to happen with this. We didn't
It's
expect
called a
4
hammering,
games.
man.
4 goals.
4
sorry.
goals.
What did we all pick? We all picked Watford, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yes,
we all
did.
picked Watford,
Yeah, we did.
of course. Fulham got relegated on the back of this game.
Yeah, they did.
They're gone.
Exactly.
They're, what was it? The second quickest team besides Derby County to get relegated.
Well, Huddersfield got relegated before.
Sorry, Huddersfield were the first one.
Yeah.
These guys were
got-
after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these-
that's right.
Huddersfield got the week before.
Yeah,
These guys
yeah,
got
yep.
last week.
That's it.
Right, you are.
Fulham
Yeah,
was just
so bye-bye
appalling.
Fulham. Bye-bye
Appalling club. Like,
Huddersfield.
this team spent so much money.
It's
Spent so much
weird.
money in the wrong areas.
Yeah, wrong areas,
Yeah.
but still, it's very odd. Maybe they should have kept their original manager. Looking back,
Nah, I don't think so, man. They were horrible. How many goals were
what's
there?
happened since then? Ranieri came in, had worse record. Scott Parker's come in, he's going worse. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, Scott Parker. Has,
Scott Parker
what's
has
he had,
got-
like
really
4
got
games or
nothing.
something?
Why is he got the job anyway? What's he going to do?
It's to
Rescue him
help
from
in
championship?
relegation. Yeah, pretty much.
Or
I
maybe
think
that's what I
Ranieri
assume
would have
they've
just
signed him
gone.
for. As a
Has he got
championship.
experience in the championship?
Don't know.
Ranieri would have just gone, nah, I'm going.
Exactly.
He's
probably, like,
got
part
a
of his
new job
contract.
already.
Roma.
Yeah.
He's a Roma.
He's got a great job.
Yeah. He even
He's
said,
got the job at Roma.
he
Yeah.
goes, when Roma comes calling, you got to go.
What a champ. All right, the next game.
Oh, is that all we're going to talk about? Watford Fulham?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
What else
man.
you
It's
want
like
to talk
straightforward.
about?
It's like, what are you gonna do? It's like,
Well,
like you say,
analyze each goal.
sayonara.
See you
Goodbye.
later. Well, Fulham, it was good having you for a
Ship
season.
Ship us
See you
sailed.
later. I probably won't see you for another 10.
Watch
They
them
got
come
money.
up,
They'll come back.
They'll come
You're
up.
gonna
With
come
the
back?
players they have,
It's
they'll
hard,
come up.
man. That championship is
Nah,
not.
they
It's
got
not
money.
easy,
Their
man.
owner's got money, and he's got. he
All they
wants to
need
go
is
to
defenders,
Premier
man.
League.
They
I
always
don't know,
needed
man.
defenders.
You don't know, man.
Once they
The
get defenders, they're
championship's tough.
fine.
It's a long season,
Anyway, well, Newcastle keep coming back.
but they have a top manager.
We
man.
kick them off, and they keep coming
They
back.
have a top manager.
Yeah,
Rafa
but they got a
Benitez.
shit owner. That's the thing.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but
They got a
manager is
good
so
owner.
important, man.
Yeah, they'll buy.
But like, how
They'll buy
Yeah, but
Rafa
we got, like,
Benitez.
We got like a proper fan base too.
This is true.
Fulham have like a
Oh,
stadium that fits like 9,000.
Fulham's-
I like their stadium though.
Fulham's
It's just
a
got a different
cottage.
feel to it. Craven
It's a
Cottage.
It
cottage.
feels like you're at the local
In a
park.
farm.
Fulham's actually the rich part of London too. That's probably why the stadium looks nice. It's owned by-
No, it's probably why they're not allowed to redevelop it.
Yeah, it's heritage.
Yeah, that's
listed.
what it is.
it's nice and posh. No one's
All
like,
right,
what
we'll
have
talk
you did?
about Chelsea Brighton 3-0. Chelsea back in form, Carl?
Oh yeah, definitely. But like that match, we played horribly. Like we should have lost this game, to be honest.
What?
You should have lost, but you won 3-0.
Did you even watch this game?
Scroll up. Is that the game I'm thinking of? Yeah, that's not the game I'm.
You're thinking about the Cardiff game.
Yeah.
That one you were lucky. That one you got a couple of calls go
Right.
your way.
Yeah, that game was like, we should have lost that game, but
We
this
should have
game
lost this game.
That was rigged.
This game, you guys dominated.
How much did you guys pay the ref? Huh?
How good
the
was?
linesman we paid.
How good were
Ref
all
and
of the
penalty.
goals in this game?
Huh?
How good were all the 3 goals in this game?
Oh yeah, it's because
Was that this morning's game?
but it's
No, no,
Brighton
no, no.
though.
Oh yeah.
It's not like it's like
Olivier Giroud did the little flick,
flick.
at front post.
That's right.
Hazard
Ali.
scores like a cracker from outside the box,
Yeah, it's
and then
like
Loftus Cheek is like, I can do better. like,
this game was like
Loftus-Cheek
Hudson.
just lofts it in.
That's because we
top
got like
corner.
2 like threatening
What's with
like
the puns, bro?
the wingers now. We got Hazard on one side.
don't know
and-
Is
why.
this Sarabon now? What
No.
you're about to explain to
No,
us, is it
it's not.
Sarabon?
No,
Nah,
it's
this is
Or the quarter-
inclusion of a player that
or is
should
it
have been
quarterback
there from the
ball?
start of the year.
This
It's
is
like the players
this
have
is-
taken over. It's like, fuck you, sorry, we're going to
Hudson,
play our
yeah,
way.
This
Pretty
is
much.
Hudson Odoi playing the game.
His first game ever for like starting the first
It
game.
started.
Ever. And look what like
On the
look at
right-hand
this
side.
result and the result that happened this morning. It's because of that guy there.
Is that
like,
3 back-to-back now?
Yeah, but he should play Giroud. I don't know why he didn't play Giroud this morning.
because of Higuain. Higuain like he offers that like goal scoring ability that Giroud doesn't.
That's goal-scoring
many
ability
did
that
he
he's
score
never
today?
scores.
The ability to not score.
Yeah, but I don't know why he's so
I've said
persistent on
this
using
for
Higuain.
ages. Giroud is so underrated and always gets like left out of teams.
He
I don't
does.
know why.
He does.
Giroud, big time.
Oh yeah,
He's
but he's made
At
for
least
certain
friends
teams.
appreciate him.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's weird. He doesn't really score, but he contributes so much more than
exactly.
the other
People
strikers.
don't
So I don't know
realize
why
and he holds
doesn't
up the play. But like once Hazard
Oh,
goes,
so now you're slowly
But he
starting to
actually
see the
plays
benefit of
really
Giroud.
well with
how
the
is
other
it?
players.
When you option see that Morata, you're like Giroud.
Well, you were saying once you got rid of Murata, Higuain was going to be awesome by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until the transfer thing came
He's
into
so
play,
speedy.
and then,
And
like,
And then what was it? We looked at the stats of Higuain and Morata.
Morata
Morata was
scored
better
more.
scored more than Higuain.
In the Premier League compared to the Serie A.
yeah, no, I'm saying compared to like in Sarabol. Sarabol has got like 36 by 60.
Fucking sorry ball again.
Yeah, you got to go by the manager and the style of play.
Oh, it hasn't worked.
Nah, not for this fat cunt.
That's your player, bro. Well, he's on loan.
Nah, he's on loan, so like
So you're gonna buy him permanently?
you can't.
But they can't.
Transfer ban.
I forgot about that. Two window transfer ban.
That would be funny. It's like, all right, boys, I'm here. I'll be here next year. Oh no! Oh,
Yes,
shit.
man.
I've been like
on
too much
touch
shit to
yet.
Chelsea. We got him on the weekend, but
Huh?
fuck Chelsea.
All right, we'll go next game, huh? Next game's
Good form.
City versus Cardiff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walk over.
straightforward.
yeah. They didn't even turn up, Cardiff.
But we were
man.
expecting a bigger scoreline here. What's going on?
That was actually a tough game for City.
not really.
Not in
man.
terms of like they almost lost or something.
What's
but
up with City and scoring the first 10 minutes all these days? Every
like,
game,
that goal
Because
from
they
De
play with
Bruyne
heaps
was
of
like
intensity, man. Yeah,
That
that,
an
was a great
absolute
goal.
fluke of a goal.
big time it was fluke, bro.
The guy was like on
so
the byline
wide, yeah,
and tried to like cross it and then like just went top corner.
yeah.
It was a great
Yeah.
goal, though.
It was, but still, like you said, it was just a bit odd. But every time they play, they score in the first 10 minutes. It's like the opposite to Liverpool. We're like chasing the
It's
game last
because
10
they-
minutes.
They start with so much intensity.
Those
man.
guys, it's because they got
They
such.
play the whole game with so much intensity.
It's because they got a deep squad. They can play with so much
Exactly,
intensity.
because
They
you got
play
like
with
some
so
guy in the
much
bench who can
speed
replace him
and-
anytime.
And there's
Power.
like doping involved in that as well. So I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but just
You just want to drop that in, huh?
gonna drop it in.
Lay the excuses
Uh,
now.
just-
So later,
Go to
the
and
next
recall
game.
them.
2-0,
Mr.
easy win for
Statsman.
City. That was too easy.
Oh yeah.
You reckon? Just on that, you reckon they can do the quadruple?
Yeah.
Bloody hope not.
They're capable.
I don't think so.
Didn't Pep come out and say like it was pretty much impossible?
It is. It's
Yeah,
very
that's just
hard,
reverse
man.
psychology from Pep.
They're so close though.
Exactly.
They're
Literally,
They're gonna win
that's-
the FA Cup.
They'll win the FA
Yeah,
Cup.
they'll win the
easy.
FA Cup.
You reckon?
Man, their run's been
What do you
easy.
mean?
What's against
The run
Watford?
for the League Cup was easy. The run for
Watford's
FA
a
Cup
tough
was
team,
easy.
man. And it's a
Bro.
cup final.
Nah, man.
They're gonna walk it, man. It's probably gonna be like 4-0 or something.
Exactly.
You'll probably like start Phil Foden and like a few of the young guys and still walk it.
Yeah, bro.
It'll be like a week after the Premier League ends, and since they'll be out of the Champions League, this is like the only thing they can focus on.
So you reckon they'll get knocked out of the
Nah,
Champions
100%, man.
City?
By
Please,
Tottenham?
Yeah.
No, way.
No, later.
Later on.
Well,
Calm down.
we're running out of it
When's
later
the FA
on.
Cup final?
A week after the last game of the Premier League.
Yeah.
So it's right, same time as the Champions League final.
Nah, Champions League's a
Nah.
week after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Champions League is a week after that.
Champions League is the last game of the calendar.
I know this because we won both Champions League and FA Cup.
Let's hope they just win the two domestic cups. They can have those two. and then we can win the other two, the Premier League and
Yeah.
the
But no one cares
Champions
about the
League.
lesser treble. Like
Yeah,
if you
right.
win the domestic
No,
cups.
we're
and-
going to win the other two, so they can't even get a treble.
Mm.
It's going to be a double each, but our
All right,
double's going to be better
we'll
than
go
this,
to
hopefully.
we'll go to the next game. Tottenham,
This is the new stadium.
first game at their new stadium against Palace.
They had a full show,
They bro-
fireworks and everything.
I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
happy.
Crackers.
I was so happy Son scored the first goal and not Kane.
Yeah, man, he was so desperate to score, man. Did you
Yeah.
see? Even when what's
He's
his
gonna
name?
steal it again. He
When,
always
when
steals
Ericsson, when Ericsson scored, he was
Yeah,
on the
man.
ground. He was still asking for the
for penalty.
after Ericsson scored.
Yeah, man.
How selfish is this
The
guy?
guy's a dickhead, man. Honestly,
What a
Yeah.
prick!
he's one of the biggest pricks in that Tottenham team. But there's so many pricks in that Tottenham team, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah,
are, man.
man.
Even
There's
Dele
so
Alli.
many.
man.
Dele Alli's
Oh.
a big one.
Another
and
one.
Rose
is another one.
Yep,
Then you got Dyer.
yep.
He's another one. Ben Davies is another one.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's all the
You
English
just named me
people.
the English people.
I swear, they're all.
Yeah, well, they've
They
all
are,
been
they-
put up on this massive pedestal. That's
Big time.
why. It
Big
happens
time.
all the time with the Premier League and English players.
Exactly.
It's just like sprinkled with
But anyway, like
assholes.
it's a great stadium, but the pre-show was ridiculous. It was cringeworthy.
I didn't see it.
Oh man,
Thank God.
you're lucky you haven't seen it. It was bad.
As a Spurs fan, why are you watching it?
I'm not a Spurs fan.
I mean, as an Arsenal fan. As an Arsenal fan.
I wanted to see for those laughs, and there was plenty of
Plenty of
laughs.
Plenty of ammunition
Yep,
for your Arsenal.
that's right. All right, well, the next game we got. Ooh,
Oh, this game.
This
Southampton.
game, man. Oh my god.
It's the academy versus the first team.
Yeah, bro. It's the academy.
It's a good training ground, it's actually.
It was
Yeah.
so weird
Good.
because, like, on the field, there was like 5 ex-Southampton players in the Liverpool team.
No, there
Yeah,
wasn't.
exactly.
There was two.
No.
There was two.
Oh man.
Van Dijk and Mane. Who was the others?
Lovren came on.
Lovren didn't go. He did come on. Last like 2 minutes or something, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it. And Lallana was injured, so.
That's what I was going to say. And Klein's on like loan
Can you
as well.
believe Shane Long scored, guys?
Yeah, I know.
Can you
How
believe
long's
that?
it been?
You know why he scored? How many times have I given him shit on this show?
Yeah, because he's shit. He's shit.
You know who he scored his 50th Premier League goal, Shane Long,
Really?
in that game? So did Mohamed Salah. So Salah's been here for like about to be
So
2 seasons.
what you're saying is Salah's at the level of Shane Long.
Shane Long's been there for what 12 seasons or something?
Are you trying to say he took a long time?
Yes, that's
Hey.
exactly right.
Puns are my joke today.
Yeah, bro, gotta leave it to the gaffer.
Yeah, so
But this game was, we didn't play well. Not good at all. For like
It was
60, 65 minutes
you guys have
until Milner and Jordan Henderson came on.
you guys haven't
How-
been playing free flowing games of late.
Nah, not since the Dundee. There was like a couple of games where we were comfortable in, but the last 3-4 games have been
You know what I think
have
it
been
is?
tight and
I
crazy.
think it's Salah.
Him not being in
Him
form.
trying to score a goal to get his 50th goal for like the last 8 games or whatever it's been. He's just been like this nervous wreck.
There have been moments, but he
did
still
Rashid
played
did-
well.
Didn't he score a couple of goals for Chelsea?
50 for Liverpool.
It doesn't really matter.
He's the top. He's the fastest.
What do you
now.
mean? He's playing way better for them than he did for
He's
you
the
guys.
fastest Liverpool player to ever get 50 goals.
Who's the previous player? Torres?
Torres. Before that was Suarez.
Before that was Fowler.
Fowler than Owen. Yeah. But then Fowler, who I was watching the post match, and he's like, in my defense, I was like 19, 20 years old, which is fair enough.
Mm,
Whereas the other boys were like in their peaks. But
mm.
coming back to the game, yeah, Southampton
Bloody
played
Fowler
well.
making excuses.
It's true though.
Yeah, well, if you've got that in your back pocket, why not play it?
Yeah, he was like laughing it off. But yeah, Southampton played well, I felt, and I think they'll be safe.
There was contentious decision in this one.
Decision. Yeah, nah, that's a pen for me, guys.
There's
What do you
a
think?
bit of
Okay,
an argument
so
with these two. We'll
We had a big
elaborate on
argument
this one.
post-match WhatsApp argument.
Naby Keita
Yeah.
goes down.
Yes. He gets taken down.
He goes down.
He gets taken down.
He's going down before he makes contact.
No, don't agree.
You don't agree he's going down already?
He's like drags his feet, but he's not going down. His hair, maybe
His
hair.
legs are behind him, and his his torso is like a meter.
He's
and a
gonna
half
get
in front of
collected
his
either
feet.
way, right? What's Yoshida doing cutting across like that?
That doesn't matter.
No.
That doesn't matter. The whole point is
There's contact.
there's contact. He's
There's contact, but
missed
he's
the
already
ball.
falling.
If he,
He's missed the ball and he's collected the player.
even if he
I
do-
agree. He's made contact with
even if he
Keita.
doesn't drag his feet, he'll get
But
caught.
my whole thing is like, if Keita is going to try and milk a pen, because what I think Keita does is he knows this is a loose ball. I'm just going to sprint at it, get a toe to it, collect the tackle, and I'll get a pen. He doesn't
that's
care
how
where
you're supposed to
He
play.
doesn't care
Yeah.
where the ball goes when
Doesn't
he makes
matter.
contact
Bro,
with it.
bro, that's
He's
how-
planning to go down before he even kicks the ball.
Exactly.
That
Everyone
happens all
knows
the
this.
time.
But if he's
No,
planning to
but
go
it's up
down
to the-
and then like he's actually doing the motion of going down before the contact
He's
hits,
not
it's like
though.
he's
He's
milking
not-
a pen.
he's
Well,
not
then
going
Yoshida
down
be like,
before the-
Yoshida should say, I know what Naby Keita's doing here. He's
Yeah,
going to do
exactly.
this. I'm not going to slide in so he doesn't get the opportunity to fool me.
That's why it's called a penalty. That's why that exists in the rule. Is like, okay, as soon as I get in the box, I know that the defender cannot touch me. They have to only go for the ball, and I don't believe like he's going down before he gets to the ball. Like he's waited
Why
for that
not?
contact. He's waited for that contact. He knows, okay, yeah, if there's contact, I'm going down. That's every single player in
Everyone
the penalty
does it.
area.
That's
But it's not like if there's contact, I'm going down. He's already going down.
No, he's not.
He's already planned to go down. He kicks the ball away. Like he's not like he tapped the ball forward so he could run onto it and grab it again.
When-
he literally
if you
kicks
watch-
the shit
if you
out of
watch
it,
the video-
so he knows he'll.
But if that
contact's
happens
gonna come
outside
in.
the box
But if
where
you
a
watch
player
the
kicks the
video-
shit out of it, it's given all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
If he does it outside the box, if he kicks the shit out of it, it's not going to go freaking out.
It could go out. Or the opposition defender could be sweeping it up. It'd still be given as a free kick. That doesn't matter.
But he's already going down though. Like if you watch the video,
I
now-
agree, Paul. He does drag his feet. But even if he drags his feet, even if he doesn't drag his feet, he's going to get collected by Yoshida. So just because of what Keita did doesn't make what Yoshida did right. Like what Yoshida did was wrong.
You're on the wrong video, Dean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, my whole thing is like, it may technically be a penalty. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying he doesn't deserve a penalty for milking it.
Doesn't matter if he milks it or not. As long as you milk it and you get like, as long as it's like you're not trying to fool him, you kind of are, but it's like you're gonna.
But you are. That's exactly what you're trying to
But
do.
you're gonna win the penalty either way. It's not
So
like
why do it?
doesn't matter he did or he didn't. It's a pen, right?
So
that's
do
why
it
you should
though?
get it.
Why do it?
In the instance where he milks it
If
and
he's
it's not a
trying-
pen, that's
if
different.
he's not trying to fool anyone, why is he doing it?
Because the refs in the Premier League are shit, and in fact, if you don't milk things, you're not giving them. I'm sorry, but if you don't do those things that Keita does, in most cases, you don't get a pen.
That's lie.
That's not a lie. The ref
Because
is
if
shit.
he ran-
the refs are shit.
if he
It's happened so
ran-
many
if he
times.
ran
And
normally,
if he
if
doesn't
he
do it,
ran
he
normally,
doesn't get it. He doesn't even get it when he milks it.
hold on. If he ran normally and Yoshida takes him out and he goes down, you think the ref's not going to give it to him
Why didn't the ref give it to him?
because he saw that he milked it.
No, he didn't see that he milked it.
He's standing at like 2 meters away.
The ref in that game was actually the one that's just up and coming, the real shit one. He hardly gets games as well.
He's horrible, that guy.
Really
That's,
shit and is up and
that's the
coming.
one that didn't give us a pen against Leicester as well.
He's horrible, that guy.
And it was Keita then as well. I'm telling you, Paul, it happens all the time where players milk it and they always get it.
I agree.
Nah, but-
that doesn't make it right.
It's the way you milk it though.
If you milk it,
but that was
and
like way too obvious.
completely
though.
fool the ref,
But that's the thing though. You have to fool the
then
ref.
I agree. But
This-
if you milk it and it was a pen, regardless of milking or not milking it, then what's the
See,
problem? There is
the
no
issue-
problem.
The only issue I have with what the ref did is he should either give it a pen
Or a yellow.
or a yellow.
Exactly.
You can't be nothing.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with what the ref did. And I definitely agree, like, if he gave it a pen, I'd be like, yeah,
That's the thing.
whatever,
But
it's a pen.
clearly he didn't give a yellow, so then he's like saying it's not a dive. So if it's not a dive, it's a pen, man. He can't think it's a
A
clean
lot
challenge.
of refs do that. I don't get it why. It's like
It's the what giving out.
they
yellow
don't give a
cards.
pen, but they don't give a yellow card to the person that's gone down. So what happened there, ref?
Exactly. It's like what did you see? What's the
It
call?
was just like a tussle. It's just the guy just fell over. It wasn't like a
No,
blatant
but it
dive.
wasn't a tussle.
No.
It was like one guy sliding on the floor and another
Exactly.
guy's running.
Exactly, yeah. 100%.
It's like,
either
it's
one or the
it's
other.
quite obvious.
There are some where it's like shoulder to shoulder, guy goes down. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
give
fair
anything.
enough.
That's different.
That's
That's
fair
different.
enough.
But there's a challenge.
But
here.
there's a challenge that's gone in. There's clearly a situation that's happened there.
Mm.
You're waving it away, but what is it? Is it going to the offensive team? Is it going to a defensive team?
Yep, exactly.
And for refs to ignore that is like saying, I'm not sure. I don't know.
See, does VAR give that as a pen?
They review it, definitely.
Would you think they'd give it?
I would
think
hope
if,
so.
I think if VAR reviewed that, they'd be like, ref, come have a look at it.
Exactly. They'll give it to the
Well,
ref.
they have to. The ref has to decide on it.
Yeah, and the ref will just go
In
with
penalty
his,
situations, the referee comes and has
I
a
reckon
look.
he gives it.
In that situation, can we actually look at this?
I reckon he'll look at they'll give him all the angles, and the one especially
I think-
from front on is like
I
conclusive.
think when you're
man.
playing, it's quite natural.
See
when
there,
you
like-
see
Yeah,
you
but
see a
whatever,
player
look
going in
what's
like
happening
that,
there. Look,
you're
that's
preparing your
100%.
body. You're preparing your body for contact. It doesn't matter.
Look at him. Look where your shit is. The ball's nowhere near him. Even
How
if
is he going
Keita doesn't
down?
drag his feet there, he's gonna get collected. If
You gotta watch the
What do you
video,
mean?
man. You can't.
If Keita, I personally believe if Keita runs with his right foot in a normal running position, he steps straight over Yoshida and keeps running.
nah, bro.
If Keita tapped the ball hard enough that he could collect it and keep going, would he have gone down? Could he have avoided it?
You'd have to jump over him.
No, he wouldn't jump. He'd just
100%
continue
you'd have,
running.
no, you'd have to jump
The only
over
reason
him.
he makes contact is because he's like both feet are on the ground.
You gotta watch the video.
Man,
Because you can't
look
watch
at
it. We can't
it's
watch
so
it with
quick.
video.
You know how
photos.
quickly they're going? Yoshida's sliding like a million miles an hour. He's going to collect him regardless of Keita dragging his feet or not.
I don't think so.
100%, man.
Nah, man. A normal player wouldn't actually like do the whole 2 feet right into the guy into Yoshida's legs. They'll actually like step over him.
Why do you have to step over him? It's not something you need to do. The defender needs to know
You
how
don't
to
have
defend.
to.
It's
But
not like,
you shouldn't also drag your leg to make contact.
exactly.
You should just continue running, and if you step over him, you do. If you don't, you hit him.
Exactly.
He's dragging his leg so close to Yoshida that even if he doesn't, he's going to get collected. It's not like he's dragging his leg 5 meters before he gets to Yoshida. It's so close.
Yeah, but it's one step we're talking about.
But look how you're looking at it from this. Yoshida's legs are so like far out, they're stretched. They're past Keita at that point. I reckon.
What's that got to do with anything? His left foot's planted. It's now his right foot stride, except instead of striding, he drags it and hits Yoshida. If he strides, his right foot goes past Yoshida, and his left foot lifts and he keeps running.
Nah, doubt it, bro. I reckon Yoshida's gonna collect him regardless. I think so.
Like, there's a chance,
But-
but we'll never know.
Yeah, but like,
because-
you're going into hindsight here. But the thing is, like, when you're a defender, that's the risk you run of going down in the box.
Correct. 100%.
So in this situation, the attacking player has that option of doing whatever he wants to get what he wants.
yeah, but except in the EPL, is
He
like,
doesn't. He doesn't
you are-
have
don't get
to.
decisions
He
made
doesn't
your
have
way.
to go over that player.
He doesn't have to, but he can't
make it that obvious
try
that he's
to
diving.
fool the ref.
Yeah, you can't
And
be
that's
like a
what I
really
think
bad
he's
actor.
doing. I think he's trying to
Yeah.
fool the ref, and if he's trying to do that, he doesn't deserve the pen.
Like if he goes not like if he carries on like normally, he gets like fouled. It's a penalty. But then he
Correct.
just tries to like milk it, even though the penalty is gonna be like the confidence was always gonna happen. But it started diving beforehand.
There's been worse penalties
Why would you
given
do that?
than
100%.
that.
But
Then
that's
that's
not
right
the point.
there.
That's like really
Yeah,
bad
that's-
like
that's
acting
not the
there.
point.
That's why the ref was like, "Nah, man." He started like, "I can't give that because you're just faking it."
This one. We'll discuss that later. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on
But,
after this. You're lucky that didn't affect the score line.
Yeah, I agree. I would have
Yeah.
burning. But a big shout out to, I know he doesn't watch it, but Salah, 50 goals, well done, brought us the victory. And Henderson, man, what a run for the goal.
How do you know he
Did you
doesn't
see
watch?
Because he told me he doesn't watch.
What a dick!
What a shit.
Yeah, he's in touch with you and he
He's
tells
too
you
busy. He goes,
directly. He's
he
like,
goes-
I'm not gonna watch
he
your
goes,
show, you
bro, I'm too
dickhead."
busy trading. Fair enough. Just bring us the W's,
You could
man.
be-
I've
subscriber.
noticed you've gotten rid of the cock on your head
On next
too.
week's show.
Oh, right.
And it's not a cock, it's a liver bird.
Were you embarrassed by those comments?
It's
Is
a
that why
liver
you
bird
chose that
victory,
one?
mate. We'll be
Mm.
back next week.
You missed it, Paul. Like last time, he had like a
Giant
cock.
cock on his head.
Yeah, he had a
I
cock
saw
on
it.
his head.
He was trying to be like Kloppo.
Yeah, he was too embarrassed.
El homo.
Anyway,
Well done, Liverpool.
next-
Keep
next
going,
game.
boys.
Next game. This was a shock surprise.
Man, Bournemouth are all over the
Burnley's-
place.
Burnley's,
Man, Bournemouth are rubbish. They can get
Bournemouth,
relegated next season. I
Burnley's
reckon.
gotten into gear.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
twice.
Bournemouth have
2 wins back to back.
Bournemouth have decided their season's like done.
Exactly. It's not
Nothing
like
to
at the
play
field.
for.
That's the first time they've lost to a team outside the top 6 in a season and a half or something. Or 2 seasons.
home.
At
At
home.
home.
At home. At home. Yeah, at home.
You got to add that,
Obviously,
man.
No, hey, I'm like, fuck, this club
That's
is
just
like
crazy.
top
Why aren't they
material.
seventh?
That's so crazy, man.
Yeah, that is a good stat.
Yeah.
They're good at home, so against
Yeah,
the
man.
against the dross. But they're all over the place, man.
Exactly.
Burnley
Burnley are safe.
dominated them.
Are Burnley safe now?
Bloody hell, we need Bournemouth to win this game too.
Why?
Burnley safe now.
Yeah, this guy wants
Burnley have
Burnley
to
out.
play City.
Oh,
No, Burnley have to play City.
they're too rough for delicate Liverpool.
Salah is it's like a delicate flower. He gets bruised too easily.
They broke freaking Gomez's leg. I think I have a point to.
Yeah,
You
this
know?
is true.
Who's
Like
they?
I understand
Burnley,
that.
Like the whole
We
team.
were like that with
well, they're all
Stoke
rough.
City.
You know.
Yeah, but that's pretty much like all
They
the
bro-
EPL
They're,
they bro-
teams.
they're the new Stoke City of the Premier League.
Yeah, big time, man.
It's a rugby league
with
team.
Gomez in, we would have had more clean sheets, maybe more W's. Who knows?
More losses, huh?
Mm.
You could have scored a couple of own goals.
Next game we've
Possible.
got Leicester
It's always
City
possible.
versus Huddersfield.
Rogers
Leicester.
killing it, boys.
Oh, man,
I know,
Leicester
eh?
looking
4 wins in a
dangerous.
row now.
Leicester looking dangerous
He's
now.
He's going
Easy
good.
Games.
Doesn't matter. New manager.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, true.
You know,
What?
he's playing.
It's turned it around for him.
Vardy scored
Like
like.
turned it around.
Yeah.
Where'd they go from?
They were
8th
like
to 7th.
they were like 10th, 11th.
Well,
they
they
were
were-
playing bad.
They were playing bad.
Yeah, man.
You
Like,
can see.
they'll actually go to Europa League now with
They
that
could.
like freaking standing. Leicester.
4 wins in a row. Vardy back-to-back goals or something like that.
Yeah, man.
He's back in the score sheet.
Vard is back in the game.
I think
He's playing good.
we all knew he was going to improve them, but it's not like we all agreed at the time like they didn't need to do it mid-season.
Yeah, they did.
Nothing
no,
was
but
gonna
like this
change.
way, like he can
They
actually
didn't
go
need to
play
do it
Europa
mid-season
League.
because he was still at Celtic and
Yeah.
he was going to win the treble or whatever, or the double
Yeah, but
or
they win
whatever.
the treble every
But
year.
like they weren't performing
Nothing
that
changes.
badly.
Huh?
No, they won't. But it gives him the opportunity
is
and the club the
Huddersfield.
opportunity to
With nothing to
Play in
play
Europe.
for.
assess and go into the transfer market exactly in terms of where he wants
of
to
course.
improve.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about this game.
Did anyone see Tillerman's
It's
goal?
like
The first goal for Leicester?
Ah, what was it? Remind me.
It was a good finish, like just outside the box, lifts it over the
Yeah,
keeper.
yeah,
but the
yeah.
keeper kind of screws up, I felt.
What about Madison?
Yeah,
It was like
I
kind of
put-
going down.
Yeah,
I
Madison's
put that
goal
down
was
as like the
good.
keeper
Yeah.
could have saved it.
Yeah, I felt like keeper could save that one.
I think maybe he just
Nah, I
got
remember
caught
the first goal.
flat-footed or something.
Yeah, I know. It seemed like it was a bit low. I'm not sure. But Madison's free kick was nice.
Man, that guy's good.
He's a good
Yeah,
player,
every
Madison,
time
man.
he's on a dead ball situation, you think he's going to score this one.
Yeah. He's
That's a
about-
few this season
how
that
about-
he's done.
Ward Prowse against Liverpool. He would have like made a few Liverpool fans nervous.
man, his corners were unbelievable.
He can whip the ball in really nice.
But he didn't have a free kick, did he? No.
Nah, but there was like a few times where they were like attacking and there was some tackles happening and I was like, oh.
Yeah, Rod Prowse can hit him. That's true.
And the next game, we've got Newcastle.
Oh my
Newcastle and
god!
Crystal
You need to win
Palace.
this one, bro.
We should have won this game. We
You're
should have
all
won
over
thi-
him.
This
should
is
have won this game like 3-0.
this
You're
has
all
dragged
over
you
him,
back
man. Yeah,
down
you guys lost
into
1-0.
relegation
Nah,
area.
that'll be fine.
Gave away a stupid penalty. They had nothing other than
That was
that.
a
the entire-
stupid pen.
Their only shot on target was the pen.
Yeah.
What were you guys
That's a
doing?
smash and grab, man. You guys, Rondon should have had a couple of goals.
Yeah.
Rondon.
I reckon we should have won 3-0.
Rondon should have
This is
had
a
couple
bad
of goals.
result for you guys because this is where
You know
you
what it is?
needed
It's
that
freaking
3 points.
Crystal Palace. We always struggle to beat Crystal Palace. I don't know why.
Because they're a really
like,
good team, though.
No,
It's
like
because
They have better players than you guys.
of Hodges, the miracle worker.
Hodgson.
Hodgson.
Just said Hodges.
Hodges and Hodges.
His love child.
But yeah, man, like you guys were all over him. You should have won that game.
Here we go. The match of the round.
This is the match of the round. Jeez,
Don't think is it?
I thought the next
Ro-
game was the match of the round.
calm down.
What happened here, man?
Everton versus Arsenal.
Yes.
Everton played really well.
They did, man. They're all
Yeah,
over
man.
you
Yeah,
guys.
they played really
I
well.
think that's the best I've seen Everton play this season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But
They
you
had
know
so
what?
many chances. This game could have been 4-0, man.
Yeah,
Exactly,
if it
man.
wasn't for Leno, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
They were all over you, man.
But you know what?
That right
They-
hand side, they were cutting you up on that right hand side all the time.
Yeah, man.
Richarlison and then Walcott came on, did the same thing.
Nah, what's the other side that was they were doing the attacking from?
Nah, that
It
right
was,
hand side
it was,
they were all
it was
over
Bernard's and
you. Well, then
what's
both
the other
sides.
guy?
All
Rich
sides.
Allison wasn't doing too well, man.
He
I
was
reckon
always-
his
But he was getting that
first
ball
touches
deep
were
into,
horrible.
deep into your half and then going to the byline and whipping them in. Like he was finding some space out
Yeah,
there.
man.
But you know what? Their goal should not have stood.
True.
Mm.
What was it again? I
It
remember.
was a
it's one
foul
of the-
throw-in. It was a foul throw.
Yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
man.
But even
reaching
then,
there.
like, we should be defending better than that.
Still, man, if that was me, I would be
It's standard.
more of a cry.
It's standard Arsenal.
And
Standard
also, El
Arsenal.
Neni started. Like, what was up with that?
Yeah, he always does this.
Because of the
Emery-
Europa League, though.
Nah, man. Like Emery does this
resting him.
every time in away legs or away games.
Yeah, it could be the reason why you guys like
it starts
lose all the away
experimenting.
games.
Don't fucking experiment. Just put your best team forward. You've
Exactly.
only got a few games left in the season. Just
And this is
put
like
all
Everton,
your money
though.
in.
It's not like a walkover club. You need like your freaking A game with this
Ramsey
this team.
didn't play.
He started Ramsey
Oba
on
didn't
the
play.
bench.
Yeah.
He put Oba on the bench, and he starts El Neni in midfield. Fuck, man, stop playing that guy. He's done.
Yeah, but you don't have anyone better.
You got Ramsey.
Yeah, he's gonna go away too. So it's not like he's gonna be there next season.
Man, it's your best
It's like,
player
don't
in the
rest him.
club, and you're
Play
on the
the guy.
bench. You've got Aubameyang
Is he your best player?
on the bench right now on form. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, man. Ramsey's a fucking gun. He's worth.
He's
more.
everywhere. Oh,
What about Ozil?
It's pretty sad.
Ozil's another story. Like you can't. Here's the thing. I firmly believe you can't play Mesut Ozil. You
all.
can't play Mesut Ozil if you're not going to play Ramsey there, because Ramsey does all that running for you. That
Did you see
Mesut
that?
Ozil
Did you
doesn't.
see that? Did you see that part of the game where if you just started running a bit faster, he would have had a tap in?
Yeah, that's the one
Oh,
where
yeah, I saw that. What
Shiro
the-
went
What
off.
was that all about?
I don't
He's
know.
Just like,
Jogging.
he's just like
He's just
walking.
jogging. He's just
Yeah.
jogging to it,
That
and the
comes
ball
across-
was exactly
yeah, and-
where he would have been if he sprinted his guts
Exactly,
out for
man.
it.
If you had
Yeah.
just run a bit faster, not even that much faster. You just
He
need,
didn't
like,
even have to sprint his guts out. He just had to run.
he just had to run basically.
And it was just jogging.
Exactly.
And he's a tap in, and then he gets there, right? And then he like
Tries to cross it
back
because he's
in.
too
But
late
it's
for like the tap in.
Make the run. You're there for the tap in, man.
Yeah, very
And
frustrating.
then he
game.
throws his jacket.
But also there were other aspects of it
Jacket
as
game.
well. It's like all the other players, like Guendouzi had a bad game. There were so
Yeah, so
many
many missed passes.
passes that were off.
I'm not sold on that guy.
Well, he's
He's
19.
young, man.
You can't freaking like
He's
write
played
him
so
out.
many games.
You know-
like
Come on, bro.
he doesn't seem to be improving.
It's his first season in the Premier League.
You know what?
First season
And
he
he's
got a pass.
19 years
But I think
old.
he's like best games where he's like first five.
Nah, he has good games.
He like hit the ground running, but then he kind of, I don't know, like the away form is so bad. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
like.
it's-
But the worst thing to happen, obviously, the defeat. But you lost Socrates.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a big
man.
difference.
Suspended.
Lost
for one
against
game.
Watford.
Two games.
Two games?
Two
Yeah.
games.
Wow.
And crucial games as well against Watford and Leicester, I think. Or
They're
no,
not gonna
Palace.
be easy, man.
Palace.
Watford's
at
gonna
home.
be the one you like.
Yeah,
need
we'll
it.
need it,
Watford
bro.
are
Yeah.
like freaking on fire.
No, it's not against Leicester.
Oh,
it's
okay,
against
lucky.
Palace, and that's at home as well.
You guys
So
will-
hopefully Koscielny will be back for that one, because we'll
Why do you want
we'll
him?
need him.
Nah, man.
Who else are you
He's
gonna
not on
play?
the same level as Socrates.
Yeah, but like who else are you
What do
going to play in the
mean?
back?
He's the best defender.
You agree with that? He's
No,
the
I
best
think
defender.
Socrates is the best.
Socrates is taking
yeah,
over.
man.
Yeah,
Socrates.
You're thinking
is
of the
He's
old
been
Koscielny.
injured.
Socrates is taking over.
You think of the old Koscielny. Old
past it,
Koscielny was
bro.
good. Was
Koscielny's
gone.
past it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Can they
past
still
it.
make top four, Arsenal?
I think we still can, because
But your away
only-
form is so bad. And
it is
most
bad.
of your games are away.
But I reckon we'll still fix it up. Still think there's a chance we'll fix it, and he's got to do it quick. That's the thing. But the benefit is all the other teams around us play each
Do
other.
you know Unai Emery went a whole season with Sevilla, never won an away game?
No way, really? How long ago was that though?
Who cares though? That's just such a random fact.
That's so crazy. Who goes a
Yeah,
whole
then
season
that's-
with a good team
Yeah,
like
that's
Sevilla
a pretty bad
and
stat
not
to
win an
have.
away game? I'm just saying.
Don't just shrug your
I'm
shoulders.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. That's a crazy stat.
That
no?
is a crazy.
Yeah,
that's
that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. I
think
didn't know
like
that.
Huddersfield went the whole season without.
I think Huddersfield has won an away game actually.
They probably have.
I think they have. I think they beat Fulham probably.
They've only won 3 games.
I think they would beat
So you
Fulham.
guys didn't even like. Oh, you guys beat Fulham though away.
Yeah, we smashed them.
No, they've won away games, Carl. I said Sevilla, not Arsenal.
I was like, oh shit.
But yeah,
I
he
think we
just-
smashed them like 5-1.
That
That's
one-
Fulham.
But yeah, it's definitely still in your hands. You can make it.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those away games, man. The one against Watford, I reckon you guys will
Watford.
lose.
Yeah. Watford's a good
Watford.
team.
All right.
Troy Deeney, man.
Next
He's gonna come
game.
and like
Next game.
take your corners.
That's the
This
one you said.
morning's-
Yeah, there's a corners
This
thing.
morning's game, Chelsea West Ham.
Oh man,
Chelsea,
West Ham is
West
such a random
Ham.
team.
Is that our
Man.
comment every week about
But they are so random. They've lost the last two now.
How's that random, bro?
They're so random.
It's
Yeah,
consistent to
Yeah,
losses.
they're the hardest team to tip.
Bro, big time. They lost to Everton the week before this.
And that was at home.
Yeah, and West Ham were home. And they got hammered. Everton smashed
but
them.
you're
This
like-
is Chelsea, like against Chelsea, like
It's
away.
Chelsea. You
Yeah, I
don't
know, but
expect them to
I
win.
agree. This one is like okay.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm just saying, I just want to make it known that West Ham are weird.
Yeah, but like everyone
I
knew
feel like
going
you've
into
got
this
an
game that
agenda
Chelsea were
against
going to win.
West Ham.
Yeah, they
Like you expected them to
uh,
beat Chelsea.
Hazard
no, I didn't, but they drew against us.
auditioning
They put
for
up a
Real
good
Madrid
fight.
here.
Of course he was.
Yeah, man.
The gunplay that he did. Oh,
Yeah.
those two goals.
It was a great goal.
It's because he's finding
Great
his
goal.
form just before he comes to Anfield. He loves playing at Anfield. That oh my
yeah.
god, he better not.
He
turn up.
loves big games, man. Every big game you see him play, like he just
He loves
like,
every big game except for City big games.
Oh no, it's the players around him that
They
like
got beat
buckle.
6-0. He
When
didn't love
players
that
like
big
around
game.
him like pick up like that like the
He
season
can't play
with
against City
Conte
because
when we
nobody
won
gets
it.
the ball.
We beat City home and away when Conte was there when we won the league. It's
Not
the
this
players
season.
like around him have to perform though. If the players around him
needs to be
perform,
carried.
he like
So he
easily,
needs a
like,
team.
no. He just needs people who can just pass the ball
He
to
just-
him without
that's-
like
that's a-
buckling.
He
That's a
needs a
team.
battalion.
That's a team.
Yeah.
He needs to
Nah, he needs like a
be carried.
like anyone. We can, like
That's a team, Carl.
obviously,
How many people? 1, 2, 3.
He needs give
Another
him
10.
preferably
give
10.
him 9 good men and he'll win you the league.
Okay.
9.
So you're gonna play with 10 men
Who
each
in
game.
your team classifies as a good man currently?
Sarah.
One young man.
Kante.
Kante.
Like a good,
He's one good man.
Oh, you got Rudiger. I'll write him. Luis, he's good. Emerson, he's the reason why like the
Hold on.
last 2 games, like
Hold
the
on.
last
Did-
this game
did
His
here.
they
name is his
play
whole
against
defense.
City?
Huh?
Did they play against City?
Emerson? No, he didn't play against City.
No. Rudiger,
Yeah,
Kante.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rudiger should not be playing against Liverpool this weekend, by the way.
Why?
Should have been sent off last week.
This is true.
Should have been sent off last week. Red card.
Settle down. We
Straight
got
red.
Christensen too.
100%
So I
against
wouldn't be
Cardiff.
surprised if Christensen play and we beat you guys.
You better not beat us. Better win this
We
one.
better not. It'll happen.
Bloody hope not. But yeah.
They haven't
should be
lost a
playing.
game at home all season.
Until next week.
So Newcastle
We
visits.
beat them. It's
No,
really
we're
in the
going
cards,
to-
guys.
we're going
St.
It's-
James for that game. We're going away to St. James Park.
All right.
But this is a good win. You guys are in good form. 3 wins on the bounce now.
Mm.
Exactly. We needed this win.
Up
but
into third with a game extra played.
exactly.
Can you make top 4?
Are they into third?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are third now.
Oh,
But we're
shit.
like- yeah, but,
But
But they played
one
again.
game.
Tottenham
They
have a
played
game in
game
hand,
extra.
and I think you guys have a game.
Tottenham and
okay.
Arsenal have a game in hand.
Ah, right. Anyways, that
Wait.
Wraps
Can you
up.
make top 4?
Yeah.
You reckon you can?
Yep.
They finished third.
I reckon Tottenham will buckle. Arsenal
I
away
don't-
form
I don't
looks
think
really
Tottenham will
bad.
buckle.
I'm hoping on
You know,
it.
Tottenham's last 3 or 4 was all at home.
So what?
That's a big
They have to
advantage.
play City. They get smashed by City.
Hopefully they smash City. Come on, you Spurs.
Fuck off.
Come on,
Fuck
you
off.
Spurs. Come on, you
All right, that wraps it up.
Spurs.
We'll head off to
Where are we
the
heading off?
Buckle King Award and
Buckle King
Oh
Award.
yeah, it's a long
and,
drive.
What is it? The goal of the week.
Exactly.
So we got the Buckle King Award for the
Yes, I can't.
week. Who's it go to?
Does it have to be from the Premier League?
Yeah, can I invite to a different league?
No.
Yeah, I think this week we'll allow it because this has to be talked about.
Yes. This has to be the
Yeah,
worst
I'm
miss
pretty
in
sure
the
everyone
history of
knows
soccer.
This is
what
horrible.
we're talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen a worse.
Chupomoting, take it away. Oh,
He doesn't have to. Oh, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
No, it's not, but it's coming up. Statsman's always a bit delayed.
Giving the wrong things. This wasn't. This one.
Here
Doesn't
we
even
go.
have to do anything.
Exactly.
I know. Why's he
What
going
is
to touch it?
Don't touch it, man.
I think he just
He's
wants a
like-
goal.
You know what makes it worse? If they won this game, they would have won the league.
They're gonna win it
Yeah,
regardless.
They're going to win it regardless,
But
but
yeah,
still,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we-
you don't want to
thing
be
is,
that
right,
guy.
Yeah,
Like-
of course.
This is actually great defending. If a defender did that to save a goal, you'd be like,
Why is he
mad.
touching
Yeah,
the
that's
ball?
right.
It's the ball is in, man.
Goal. It's in. It's a goal.
Jeez.
It's in. It's finished. See you later.
See,
Good
can't-
night.
Why? And the other thing I don't understand: why did PSG sign this guy?
Yeah, that's another weird thing.
Yeah, it's from
Because-
From
Stoke.
Stoke.
Yeah.
He's from Stoke, a team that's got relegated.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
but they would have got him for like peanuts.
It doesn't matter, man.
But they can get anyone.
Exactly, for peanuts.
Why get? It was a weird. It was a weird transfer once it happened. But
It's one.
Imagine they
they'll
lose the league
definitely
now.
It's
Oh, that
I
would
think
be
it's like
hilarious.
impossible.
Yeah, of course, but-
the team that like PSG have.
Oh, Mbappe.
Like,
He's like, what happened?
What the fuck?
why isn't he playing? They don't have a Champions League game. Why is he being rested? Unless he's
who
come
knows?
off. Unless he's come off. How late?
Probably
in the
got
game?
subbed off. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
How late in the game was that? Probably got.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
be
he
pulling
got
that
subbed
face
on.
to Mbappe.
I
Nah,
think he got
it's
subbed
early.
on.
Yeah, it must have got subbed on.
He got subbed on later, I think.
Exactly. That,
So we're gonna give it to Chupa.
Yeah, Chupa.
Moting gets.
Chupa been
Exactly.
chuffing on
I
something.
think like someone seriously needs to investigate that. Like
nah.
No one's going to investigate this,
like
Paul.
UEFA or someone.
They've already won the league. Why would they
Why
waste their
not?
money?
Well, maybe he's got a bet on it.
Yeah, like something weird.
To score
Nah,
two
man.
goals.
He's just incompetent. The guy just like lacks
got-
a
Has a
or
brain
something.
fart, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
This
Don't
is a
touch it.
professional football player.
Yeah, is he?
That's gonna come to question.
I don't know. It's just because he's on the field.
Do we know that?
He's a fraud. Fraudster.
That's just funny.
Even when he stops it, his trailing leg can still hit it in, but he kind of just leaves it.
because he's like, this is going in.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know what to do. Watch his trailing leg. He reaches out and then he stops it. It's like he goes for it and then he stops.
What's funny is like that guy must be spewing. This is a good finish. The initial.
It's a
guy.
great finish,
The
man.
first guy shooting. That's a great little dink over the keeper.
I'd
should
be
be-
so pissed off at
Yeah,
him. I was
bro.
like, what
This
the
is like a
fuck are you
nice-
doing?
Yeah, man.
It's a good block.
Do you think he had a
What a
brain
dick.
snap trying to stop it?
No.
I think it was torn between two minds, either like
I
scoring
agree.
it or leaving it, and then in the end,
I agree.
He was just stuck in the middle.
Yeah,
It's like,
That's what I think's happened too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He should just jockey. Like he's doing the right thing by making the runs the right thing to make sure it goes in. The defender doesn't come.
Yeah, but
to,
like, at that
clear it,
stage, you
right?
just
But
shield
then
it.
you just shield it.
You just
Exactly.
shield the
Yeah.
ball.
Or then you be a dick and smash it in.
Yeah.
You don't,
Exactly.
It's like,
you don't
my
do-
goal, psych!
You don't be an ultimate dickhead and freaking defend it.
It's so weird because he could kick it for like ages and waits right till it's on the line.
Yeah, bro. It's like
Like it bounces
like
in
you
front of
said,
him
like
for
a
ages.
centre back would be proud of that shit because they retain possession. Mbappe with the look. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, Baku King. Chupa.
You-
Congratulations.
So bad
I
we
reckon
had to
he'll
go
take
out
it
of
for
the
the
league.
season.
Yeah, he's it for life.
And it had to come from the League.
Like,
And then we move on to Goal of the Week.
oh yes, goal of the week.
Goal of the week.
Goal of the Week.
There's a couple. I know
There's
Hazard's
only
gonna-
one for me.
Hazard's gonna win it, but
Yeah.
Salah's was good. But Hazard's is better. Salah's was a good run and a good finish. Come on.
So always
Hazard
got to
was
be
better, I agree.
every week, man. He always picks.
Salah hasn't scored in
a
9
Liverpool-
weeks. Salah hasn't scored in 9 weeks, so it's not every week, man.
Yeah, but like you put through, oh, what about Mane's goal? And then the other week, Milner scores a penalty. Oh, what about that finish, guys?
As if that wasn't a good run and finish, though.
Oh, my
That
God.
was a nice little finish by Salah.
What about Henderson's goal?
Nah, that's a tap in. Henderson's a tap in.
How
But
about Loftus-Cheek's goal from the first Chelsea game?
Yeah, okay.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's okay. But
Hazard is nice, though.
it's not of the quality of Hazard's.
But
At
West Ham-
pace.
I feel
Poor
like that was
defending.
horrible defending.
Horrible defending.
Like Hazard does really, really
Yeah.
well, and I'm not trying to like
Nah,
talk shit
I
about.
don't think
like
so,
West
man.
Ham-
No, man.
it's
They-
easily
I reckon-
horrible defending.
I reckon
first
he
two
makes them
players-
look like that.
Nah, the
Nah,
first two
man.
players in midfield, like they don't sprint. Hazard's like jogging.
Yeah, but like his
when
turn,
he's dribbling.
his
and then
turn and acceleration is that quick. It's pretty hard,
but he
man.
doesn't accelerate straight away. That's the thing.
He looks up.
turns,
Yeah, he looks,
He looks
up.
up. He taps the ball forward, and he starts like jogging with the ball type thing. And then they're closing the gap really slowly, and then he's like, "Oh, they're not coming at me
He
fast."
hits
so
him-
he just like
he hits him real hard.
accelerates, and then they got
He
no
hits them real
chance.
hard because he knows all three of them are in the penalty box. They go in for a tackle. They're gonna take him out.
Exactly. He's in that position
What he
where if you
does-
take him
Nah,
out, it's a free kick.
It's a good
What
run,
he
but
does,
it's bad
what he does in
defending.
the box, the little like
Dink around him.
the dink around them is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. But what he does in the midfield,
I agree.
I feel is like that's just poor by West Ham.
Because they can take him out at least.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing, though. They risk having like a free kick.
but for
They're
me-
like
Matter.
lethal free kick takers, man. We have like freaking Willian Hazard can shoot him.
That's
in.
not the point, man. Okay,
Not
I
from
get
40 yards.
I
No,
get
it's
your
not- no,
point
no, no.
of midfield, but the thing that he does inside the box, that is what makes that goal special.
Exactly.
I agree. It is a great goal because it's an individual goal, beats like 4 players or something, and the finish is,
Yeah, no, that's the last goal that we score. But that the space that he has there is only because of Emerson. Before we had Alonso, who's just like static, just like staying back and allows like other defenders to actually get on him. With Emerson and like Loftus-Cheek just running everywhere, it allows Hazard to have the. You see how much space he had when he first had the ball? That's what he meant. That's what he's meant to have every single game. But before we had like shit
I feel
slow
like
players.
They don't even want to challenge him. They're just watching him.
But they were
there.
like everyone was
That's
like
the thing.
literally
I think
like
they're not
running
doing
everywhere.
anything.
The
They're in-
first line of defense is the problem.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
complaining
Exactly,
about
the first line, but that's only because of the players running like around him. They're like actually.
No, they're right
man.
there. They're just watching Hazard
They're
do his
even
thing.
committed to him. The guy's like running towards
Yeah,
Hazard.
look,
The
look,
first,
watch.
the first tap in, yeah, he does like a little back heel behind himself, so he fools the first defender just with that.
Watch, it's coming.
Look.
See there, that guy just stops.
Because he knows there's like 5 other players behind him.
You can't. Doesn't matter. You got to commit. You can't just watch him.
You can't just get a yellow card when there's like 5 people
It's like
behind you.
close-
Close
I don't
the
know who it
space
is.
though.
It's like Declan Rice is running back doing nothing, and then the other guy,
It's
is it Noble?
Noble.
Noble just stops. It's like Noble,
But like
take
in
him
the
out.
EPL, yeah, who else can do that? They haven't come across a person who actually does this. Sanchez used to do that, but doesn't do it anymore. But no one else actually has the lower sense of gravity where they just go around people so easily and that quick.
Yeah, but it's like. Yes,
Like you don't expect it from like
Hazard is
it's like,
capable,
oh,
but it's like the West Ham setup, them not tracking him, them not closing the space allows him to do it.
but they haven't come across anyone who does this before. It's like
What, dribble a ball, Carl?
that quick.
Yes, the
around
little
them.
dink in the
But-
box is
and
like
maybe
Hazard
another-
special. A lot of players can't do that. But to beat those initial 2 West Ham players is nothing.
It's like
In the box is different.
Sterling does a similar sort of run.
Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't have the quality at the end.
The little thing around in the box, yeah, that's different. That's a different class. But the initial run, that's West Ham being shit.
Yeah, man.
It's because they're all on every single one of those players.
Like
Their
that
motion,
there, we're a bit 2-3 players
the motion
in the box.
is moving
He
backwards.
just like rolls it over.
Yeah, that's class. Definitely here. This little here is class. Not a lot of players can do that. Quick feet, low center of gravity, like you said, and the finish is nice. But before that, those two Western players are doing nothing.
Yeah, even the first guy before him, it tricks him. But like the second 2 defenders, he
Don't
comes
get me
across.
wrong, that's a great goal, and he deserves the goal of the week. I agree.
I think the defenders in the box, like
I think the
they've
defenders screwed them.
almost done everything they can. He's just beaten them for quality and caught them out of position. But the reason they're out of position is because they don't expect him to get through that gap.
right.
They're expecting the guys to like
Especially
block him
Noble. I
off.
think Noble is the worst culprit there.
But I think
like
he-
you said,
he like stops.
Rice is the one. At least he's behind him. He's kind of running back. He could still put a bit more effort in Rice, because
thing
especially knowing it's Hazard. But
The thing
Noble,
with-
it's horrible there. What's
the
he
thing
doing?
with Rice, where Hazard first gets that ball, like where that replay starts, he's already run 10 meters that they don't show.
Yeah,
That first 10 meters, Rice is just jogging. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
come on,
exactly,
man.
yeah.
It's Hazard. It's not
Yeah.
just a
But
random
Hazard's
player.
pretty quick, man. You don't expect him, but he's like
No,
really
but that's
quick.
what I mean. He's not accelerating there. When he like accelerates, no one's going to catch him because he's quick. But when he's just jogging, that's when you need to be sprinting.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Before you play Chelsea, your number one thing is watch Hazard, close Hazard down. Without Hazard, Chelsea is not as good. So like those West Ham players should know. Oh,
But who
this
knows?
is a
Like they
dangerous
could have been.
situation. I got to take him out here at least.
But you gotta think like
Like,
they could
nobody
have
should
been
just take
tired
him out
already.
there, I
Like
reckon.
at that point, like they could have been like run ragged back because of like they were chasing down Emerson, chasing down like Kante. But this is the game where like Chelsea players were just running everywhere. And the reason he had so much gap in the midfield, look how far back the last 5 defenders are. They're like literally in the penalty box. Because they've been like trying to cover all those runs that Emerson and like Loftus-Cheek are making.
But it's just straight for the guts, Carl. Like you got
Exactly,
players
but that's
in
because they're tired, man.
you got in and around. How early did that happen? That happened early, didn't
30
it?
something minute.
Yeah, that's you're not tired that
No,
much. Like,
man.
you're not that.
That's what happens when
It's not like
this
it's-
is the new Chelsea, man. Like watch this Chelsea. This Chelsea
is
is
the
like a
new
new
Chelsea.
What is Chelsea?
it's the new one.
West Ham is like
New and
crap.
improved.
We smashed them.
Version
You almost
2.0.
lost to Cardiff. We should have lost to Cardiff 2 games before.
Sorry,
Oh,
ball.
yeah, that was different.
Take
that was
33.
horrible.
Take the-
That's when Hazard didn't have the contract. Now he's got that Real Madrid
This is
contract
the-
looming
yeah,
over.
that's
This is
right.
the Real Madrid scout.
Now,
Version.
now that
Yes, it's
Sarri
to make the
has accepted
highlight
it.
reel.
he's
Then
like,
he's going.
okay, I'll get you into the top 4, then I'll leave.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk.
Congratulations, Hazard. You
Let's talk
win
about
goal of the week.
the Premier League table after round 33.
Yes.
We've got a new
Liverpool
leader.
on the top. Keep
Yeah.
swapping it and changing.
Yeah, they're shifting gears 1 and 2, 1 and 2, tit for tat.
Yeah, but they got a game in hand, City, so it's going to be tough.
Yes, you guys.
Although they go to Palace, so this weekend. Although we have Chelsea.
Oh, you guys are closing in on the goal
Well, it
difference.
is Hodgson.
Yeah.
They did beat him
Yep.
at City.
Yep. But I feel like they're more capable of beating a team away. Although they're just
So,
probably gonna sit
It
deep
could
anyway.
it could be another.
Ah man, I'd love you,
Upset.
Hodgson, if you did it. I'd love you, buddy.
Anyway,
The way Palace played against Newcastle, they're going to get smashed.
Yeah. For sure. 100%.
but they still won that game.
City will probably score in the first 5
It's
minutes.
Newcastle.
Wow, this is your own team, bro.
Like compared to City.
Good defense.
So you're going for City, huh?
And Lejeune got injured as well.
So the top 4 races heating up.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United.
Exactly.
Who do you think will finish? At this point, who do you predict?
I reckon Man City will win.
I think-
then
no.
Liverpool.
Not the top 2. I'm saying the top 4. I think Tottenham will come third. I think they'll be okay. They'll
You're praying for that.
No, I just want them to beat City. I don't care. It's outside that.
That's why you want them to finish third.
I don't like they can beat.
What
City.
about a draw?
They can beat City.
What about
and
a
then
draw?
lose the rest and not finish 6. So
What about a draw? That helps you as well.
Draws, of course. Draws good. We just need City to drop points.
Mm.
The draw's fine as long as we win all our games. But I think man, I had Arsenal, but
So
away
you
form's
think
so bad?
you think Chelsea finishes third?
Yeah, the rate we're going, we can finish third.
You still got to play United, man,
I mean,
and Liverpool.
And City?
no, City we're done and dusted with.
Okay.
We already lost them.
So they're
Lost
your
one.
2 games. United and
Exactly.
Liverpool.
United, we can catch them because they're playing shit. Liverpool.
Catch them, you're in front of them.
Nah, it's in like just outright, like just beat 'em
Outright
out.
catch them.
Outright beat them.
Points in front.
We need like a little bit more tolerance. But like the game against Liverpool is gonna be the key game. If we
And
can just
then-
win that
Trust me,
game.
man.
Who
Just lose
finishes
that one,
fourth?
win the rest.
who
It's not a
finishes
key
fourth?
Huh?
Who finishes fourth for you?
Because of Arsenal's away record, I reckon Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah,
Mm.
because you guys have really bad away.
Paul still thinks Chelsea third.
Yep.
United fourth,
Fourth.
and then Tottenham fifth.
Arsenal,
Arsenal
sixth.
sixth.
I think Tottenham third
Tottenham third.
and Chelsea
Big,
fourth.
And
big
Chelsea
shout out
fourth.
to Man United though. 15 weeks into Ollie, they're still 6th.
Holly's taking it from
Did you
six
guys
to
see
six.
that? Was it meme up?
Yeah,
put up?
I read it.
Everything finishes with sixth with United.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah.
And
But,
then
Doing well for the Europa League spot.
I think the really interesting part about the top 4 race is the goal difference because they're all really close. Because it could come
Yeah.
down
Well,
to it.
you reckon it will? I don't think so.
United's a
It's close,
bit
man.
back, but the rest, the other 3 are close. Yeah.
But like that's an easy even from like Tottenham who are 26 and United 18.
Why do you
6
think
goals.
Tottenham's going to finish out of the top 4? I'm still surprised at this shout. That
So
little
they just
patch.
think they're overperforming.
Yeah.
Or they were overperforming. They went through their losses that I thought they'll go through.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
now
They did
they'll
well.
now they
But
have
they're
like
home.
a few
a lot
tough
of
games.
It's still going to be interesting. It's going to come to the last day probably. Last match week.
I'm not convinced. You know that this new stadium of theirs is giving them this lift because
I
Their
don't
first-
think it's a new
the
stadium.
first,
I just
the
think it's
first
because they're
test,
home.
the first test was against Palace.
I don't think it's because it's a new
Yeah.
stadium. I just think going away from home is always tough.
But you're alluding before the last few games are at home.
Like as in at home, they got their own supporters. Like they don't have the whole
But
going.
it's the same at Wembley.
No, I'm not talking about this. I meant home as in like it's a home game,
Yeah, right.
Okay.
not a stadium.
Okay.
Like they don't go away from home.
Mm.
Not nothing to do with the stadium.
We get
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Wembley, the new White Hart Lane, whatever. It's like a home game. Away games
Does
are
the new
tougher.
stadium have a name?
Yeah, it's just Tottenham Stadium.
Oh,
Is it?
that's lame.
Yeah,
It's
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a lame name.
Yeah, that's lame.
Is it on the same site as White Hart Lane?
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shifted a little bit. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got bottom of the table. It's really now that 18th spot.
Yeah, I think
That's-
Cardiff's gone, man.
Cardiff's got a
Yeah,
Tough.
man.
tough,
They do, eh? They've got the toughest run in.
but they're 5 points behind with 6 games to go.
And Southampton's playing good.
Exactly.
And
Nah, Cardiff are gone, man.
although Brighton have some
Go
tough
on.
games, they got a game in hand.
Like, what's the best they're going to do out of their last 6 games? Win 3?
That's even tough.
That's
Like,
tough
say
as
they
well.
do that best case scenario, that only puts them on 37, which is like one win for every other team.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got Fulham away, Palace
That Brighton
at home.
Cardiff game, I think, is that game. If they lose, cements them. I think because Brighton is the other team that could go down.
Yeah, that's a
And
long
Brighton
shot.
have 2 games in hand as well.
So I think that's the game that
Does it
I
for 'em.
reckon does it.
Nail in the coffin.
And their goal difference is horrible. So that's not going to help.
Exactly. Look at that. Man.
This relegation battle is wrapping up real quick this season.
Sooner the better. Hope Brighton beat
Real
them.
quick. And I think also the last 2 rounds of the Premier League, they're all being. Sorry guys, Statsman's like cracking the cheese today. What was I on? What was I talking
The
about?
last 2 games.
Yeah, the last 2 games of the round. I think they're all played at the same time.
last
like
last
ev-
round.
The last game is.
No, I think the second last as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
That's man, do your thing.
I think they're all played at the same time.
Round in May.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. It could have been a glitch. I don't know, but I
Just go to
did see
fixtures.
something like that.
It'll be quick if we just go to Google, type in.
Just like scroll down all the way.
Well, you can do rounds. Just-
Nah, it's just the last round.
Go up a bit.
Because the next round up, they're all
Oh,
split.
I don't know. Oh, must have been on
Must have
something.
been dreaming.
must have been on something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cardiff will go down there.
Yeah,
Well deserved.
not really. Why?
They've
Playing
never
horrible.
Yeah,
gone
they
back
have.
to back like Premier League. Or once they've come up, they've always gone back down.
Who did
Cardiff.
we have as going down? I know I definitely had Cardiff City, and I think I had.
Who knows, man?
I
think
think
I
we
had
all
remember.
had Fulham safe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all had
we
Fulham
did.
safe,
We all had
100%.
Fulham safe
think we
because
had
of the squad
Huddersfield
that they
too.
had.
I think
I think Cardiff, Huddersfield, and then I think a couple of you guys said Newcastle because you douchebags.
Yeah, I think.
maybe
I
Burnley.
can't remember. But anyway, that wraps up our
I think it's Southampton
podcast
too.
for week 3. Thanks, boys. Welcome back, Paulie. Happy birthday again. Thanks,
Yes.
Carl.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
See you next week.